Patriots. I'm filling in for Dick Trethaway here today. And first we will announce the Charleston Catholic boys team. At number 1, John Patno. Number 2, Michael Lau. Number 3, Sam Delgra. Number 4, Kellen Swan. Number 6, William Ball. Number 7, Eli Coleman. Number 8, Tyler Barnett. Number 9, Liam McGinley. Number 10, Will Swan. Number 11, Billy Ford. Number 12, Handsome Jack Curry. Number 13, Colin McGinley. Number 14, Aiden Paul. Number 15, Trent Newell. Number 16, Zion Suddeth. Number 17, Alex Anton. Number 18, Sam Hewitt. Number 19, Jacob Higgins. Number 29, Robert Keith. Number 59, Will Shoemate. And Coach Niall Paul. And now, your George Washington Patriots. Number 27, Wes Goodwin. Number 28, Gavin Burdett. Number 29, Michael Lukauer. Number 30, Alex Carpenter. Number 31, or 00, Dawson Lunsford. Number 32, Tucker Mullen. Number 33, Braden Chips. Number 34, Aiden Rogers. Number 35, Handsome Ford Sutton. Number 36, Ethan Burdett. Number 7, Alec Ellis. Number 9, Bakar Bustani. Number 15, Jack Williams. Number 17, Charlie Atkins. Number 23, Mason Pickett. Number 25, Danny Shama. And your starters, number 1, Julian Westfall. Number 5, Xavier Bond. Number 8, Gabe Sedora. Number 10, Bryce Coleman. Number 11, Tarek Jarouge. Number 12, Wilson Fife. Number 13, Connor Strickland. Number 16, Max Trethaway. Number 18, Sam Clark. Number 20, Nick Enoch. Number 21, Isaac Carney. Number 50 coming on strong. And coached by Eric Engel, Brad McGee, David Nelson, Evan Pollard, Peter Nelson, Noah Schaff. Good luck, gentlemen. If anyone has scoreboard experience here, please report to the press box.
Welcome back inside Edwards Field here on the hill in Charleston, West Virginia. It's George Washington Boys Soccer presented by Poca Valley Bank. The Patriots hosting crosstown rival Charleston Catholic today. My name is Tom Bragg, joined in the booth by Hunter Moles. And Hunter, these are two very good teams, very proud programs. We just saw a very good game between the girls' teams from GW and Charleston Catholic. I expect another one here this afternoon from the boys.
For sure. The only good thing COVID has gave us is this matchup right here. The only good thing we've gotten out of it. I'm so excited to watch these teams play. Two of the best teams, not just here around Charleston, but probably in the state. Looking forward to a good matchup.
Of course, George Washington, multiple state championships in recent years. Charleston Catholic, one of the best programs in Class AA, year in and year out. All-state players all over the field for both of these teams. Should be a good one. Both teams 2-0 coming into this game. Catholic with wins against Sissonville and Cross Lanes Christian. GW has handled South Charleston and St. Albans so far.
Luckily, the rain has stopped a little bit as well.
It has. It was a sloppy morning, wet field for the girls' game. Seemed to get progressively worse as the game went on, but in the break here between games, no sun out. The clouds haven't gone away, but the rain has stopped. These two West Virginia high school soccer powers get set to go here. George Washington in their maroon jerseys with gray sleeves, maroon pants, maroon socks. Patriots will be going from left to right. Charleston Catholic, all white, green numerals, white socks. Irish will be going right to left to start this game. Possession to the Patriots early.
See what type of game we get here if the boys can try to keep some possession on the wet surface. Girls had to play a little bit more direct because it was such a rainy surface, such a wet surface. Let's see how the boys come out and play.
And that's Max Trethaway with the ball, number 16, down the right side for the Patriots. He's going to play it in with his right. Ball skips through several defenders. Nobody able to get a foot on it. GW gets a shot in, though. Deflected off the goalkeeper and in. That was number 5, Xavier Bone, with the goal less than a minute into the game here for the Patriots. And George Washington gets exactly what they want to start this game, Hunter. 1-0 Patriots. As you can see on the replay here, Max Trethaway plays the ball in from the right side, squirts through some defenders. GW gets the touch on it, and Bone with the long-range shot. Charleston Catholic's goalie able to get a hand to it, but not able to keep it out of the goal, and the Patriots are up 1-0.
That was a great touch, just to lay it back and let the guy have a go, and that's a great shot. I mean, put in the side netting, can't do much better than that, and can't get much better start than that from GW.
Yeah, Charleston Catholic goalkeeper John Patno having to go full extension to dive for that one. Got the fingertips to it, but not able to keep it out. And as a former goalkeeper yourself, that's got to be frustrating.
For sure. It's not fun to get scored on in the first minute of the game. Obviously, it's happened to me before as well. It's not fun, but you got to stay positive. You got to keep going. And I watched this game last year from Charleston Catholic and GW, and I think GW scored early as well. A lot of goals scored, so wouldn't be surprised if we had a decent amount of goals today.
Yeah. Of course, big rivals here in the Charleston Kanawha Valley soccer scene. Is a foul called against the Irish. That's Max Trethaway down on the ground for the Patriots.
Set pieces are huge, always in big-time games. Set pieces are very huge.
Absolutely. This one will set up on the near sideline from the right side of the goal as you face it about 30 yards from the goal line. And Bryce Coleman, center back with the big foot. That one plays short and low into the far post. GW gets a touch on it, and they're back in the net again. Nick Enot cleans up the ball on the far side. Less than 2 minutes into this game, it is 2-0 George Washington.
Can't give up set pieces. That's a great ball in. It's a dangerous ball. It causes a lot of it's just hard for the defense to get it out. And way to be on the back post and follow it up and finish.
Especially on this fast turf. You hit that ball low and hard, get a skip, gets through some defenders, rattles around a little bit, and Nick Enot on the far post able to put that one in.
And Patno got his hands to it, but when it's wet like that, goalkeeper, you can't hold on to it. So he tries to hit it out, and they're right there for that rebound.
Yeah. So 38 minutes left in the first half here as we go to the replay of this set piece. You see Coleman's ball hard and low in, bounces around to the far side. Patno gets a touch to it, but Nick not there to finish the goal as George Washington pressing again. So that one will come back, and Charleston Catholic will reset with a free kick deep in its own end. About 2 minutes into this game, George Washington leads 2-0, and if you're Charleston Catholic, got to be a little bit shell-shocked here at the way this game has started.
Yeah, definitely go down 2-0 like that. That's not what you want to see. You got to just get some passes in, get going a little bit, get something positive going. Really. Some leadership is very necessary right now for Charleston Catholic.
The ball played out into midfield. Long touch from Catholic to GW's Coleman. Coleman who tries to play into Giroux. Giroux unable to control possession, but there's Coleman again. That'll be out of bounds for a Catholic throw-in. That one, like another victim of the wet ball.
Yes, sir.
Far sideline. Certainly not the throw-in Charleston Catholic intended to take there.
GW came to play today, though. Come from the start. That's a great start.
Those teams are jockeying for possession along that far sideline, in and out of bounds. Lots of throw-ins right now. GW will dump it back to the defender, Sam Clark. Clark switches the field. He's looking for number 13, Connor Strickland. Strickland with the touch back to Coleman. Coleman deep to Giroux. Teams trading possession. Trethaway from GW now with the ball, and he will send it back to Coleman so the Patriots can reset. Coleman looking for the long ball, looking for Enot down that left side. Not able to find him, though, as Catholic clears. Ball into the middle, Will Swan. Number 10, the captain, in the middle for the Irish.
GW's just doing a better job of getting some passes going early. Catholic haven't really connected too many passes. GW's doing very well in possession so far.
Yes, GW playing a lot more to feet. Catholic looking for those long balls, trying to run onto them and not finding much success yet.
Yeah, we spoke too soon about the rain. Sounds like it's coming back a little bit.
We talked that one into existence. Number 14, Aiden Paul, the coach's son for Charleston Catholic, with the ball in the middle. As whistle comes, it'll be a George Washington free kick near midfield.
See if Charleston Catholic can just settle down a little bit, see if get their feet under them.
It's a very erratic start to this game.
Yeah, 2 goals in 2 minutes. I mean, that's tough, but one more goal and you're right back in it.
Yes.
So 2-0 is very dangerous scoreline.
It comes early enough. You get that goal, you can kind of put it behind you. Lots of time left in this one, but great start for GW. Big boot from Coleman. He's going for goal.
I like that.
And that's, wow. Charleston Catholic goalkeeper John Patno unable to hold the long shot from Coleman. I believe it was Max Trethaway got ahead to it up off of the crossbar. Charleston Catholic narrowly avoiding an early 3-0 deficit as George Washington continues to turn up the heat on them here.
Bryce Coleman just hit a 55-yard ball, line drive, straight on target.
He's somebody we talked about off air before the game. Excellent defender for George Washington. Really keeps that defense organized in the middle, but when GW needs a big, long free kick, that's the guy they go to, and you see why there.
What I like about it, too, is where it's a wet surface, you're making the goalie make a save. And you're saying, okay, you're probably not going to catch this because it's so wet. Let me see if we can get another rebound.
It's Coleman, number 10 in the back, one of the captains for GW. Sends it out wide to Clark. Clark trying to play down the sideline for Enot. A little too much weight on that pass.
There's a replay.
The replay. Look at that shot. Very far out. Catholic goalkeeper unable to corral the first one. Trethaway gets ahead to it, unable to put it in, and Patno eventually gets a hold of it to keep the goal out. But exactly the start you're looking for so far if you're GW. Catholic, their first real trip down into George Washington's half of the field.
Yeah, good ball. Try to play it in. Now you get a corner kick.
And it will be a corner kick for the Irish. Aiden Paul jogging over to take the corner from the left side, near side as you watch here. Looks like he will right foot swing that in. Out near the penalty spot. That one headed out by Giroux.
Yeah, good job by Giroux there.
Counterattack is on. Trethewey with the ball, dribbling through the midfield. Catholic's defense starts to get back a little bit. Long ball sent down. It's looking for Bryce Coleman on the far side. Coleman plays it back to the middle. Nobody home, though.
That's a good ball by Coleman, though. I mean, I know the runner wasn't there, but that's the right idea.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to do with that. Just no teammates where he was trying to get the ball to finish that one. But
what a switch of the field to Coleman. And that's off of the counter. Coleman's a center back, and he's making a run up the right side of the field.
This is the second George Washington game I've seen so far. Been very impressed with Coleman's play in both games. Of course, the Patriots opened the season with a win here against South Charleston on Wednesday. Followed that up with a win at St. Albans, new turf out at Crawford Field in St. Albans. Get to 2-0. As we mentioned, Charleston Catholic also 2-0 with wins against Sissonville and Cross Lanes Christian. This ball, dangerous ball in the area. Nobody able to get a head on it for GW as Charleston Catholic gets set to try to play that one out.
Very, very dangerous ball. As a goalkeeper, I don't know how much communication was going on there. And you got to communicate. If you're going to go for it, you got to call it early. And
you got to be assertive, too.
Yeah, you just want to be aggressive, go up there and either give a good punch or go and grab it.
Looks like it will be a corner kick for the Patriots. That is that's Trethewey, excuse me, on the far side. Nice ball into the middle, headed up, back out of bounds. Looking for a signal. Looks like it came off of a George Washington player, so it will be no, it's going to be called a corner.
Yeah, Catholic almost got away with one there and got a goal kick, but definitely another
That's
corner
what confused me. It looked like it came off of Catholic, but the body language on the field, nobody seemed to indicate that it was going for another corner, but we'll just flip it to the other side.
Catholic's got to be careful. Going down 3-0 is different than being 2-0. 2-0,
Yes.
You can still get back in the game. 3-0, it's going to be tough 10 minutes in the game if you let another goal up here.
Isaac Carney's corner kick into the far post, headed out. It's number 4, Kellen Swan. Coleman has kind of moved up, become part of this GW attack right now. He's moved out wide. It's number 13, Connor Strickland.
GW's finding feet well, just finding feet, getting some small passes in and then switching the field. Catholic's got to try to get some possession.
It's almost the opposite of what we saw in the girls' game this morning, where Charleston Catholic dominated the possession, picked their spots in a 2-1 win against the Patriots.
Let's see where Coleman can put this set piece.
Yes, from the right side here, we saw dangerous from straight on from about 50 yards out. We'll see what he can do from 40 out from the right. He swings that ball looking for the far post. Nice diving save from Patno. And the follow-up shot just wide.
Yeah, in 10 minutes, Coleman's impressed me. He definitely impressed me. That was a great ball again. Patno, though, great save. Charleston Catholic is realizing, too, when their goalie's coming out and make these saves, we got to follow him up. And they did a little bit better job there. But
that's lots of work for Patno so far. Needing his teammates to pick him up a little bit here as the Irish trail 2-0, just 11 minutes into this game. And both goals coming in the first 2 minutes of the game.
you don't want to foul there if you're Catholic. I mean, we've already seen it. Set pieces are dangerous for GW. So
no, if you're Catholic, you don't want to foul really anywhere on your own half of the field because it seems to be within Coleman's range. And not just that he can get it there, he can put it where he wants once it gets there. There's 2 men over the ball, and Trethewey with the left swings that one in. Patno unable to hold it, but deflects it out of bounds for another corner kick.
Yeah, Rain got Patno there a little bit.
So it looked like he tried to bring it in to the chest rather than catch it with his hands out in front of him. So we set up another corner kick. I believe that's Isaac Carney on the far side. We're going to swing this one in. That ball goes near post. Catholic heads away. Still looking to clear. Carney back out, and he will touch back to Sam Clark. Clark switches the field. Looking for Enot. Enot takes a touch. That's a dangerous touch, though. As number 9, Liam McGinley, sends it out wide to Will Swan. Swan touches back inside. He gets clipped on the back of the leg, and that will be a free kick just outside the penalty area for Charleston Catholic. We talked about how dangerous GW can be on these free kicks. This is in a dangerous spot for the Patriots. The Irish set up, try to get back into this game, trailing 2-0.
Yeah, all-state player Kellen Swan, get the ball to him, and he cuts it in, gets a foul. Anxious to see if Swan or Paul takes this kick here, and just how GW can try to defend it. You got Fenwick in goal, hasn't been involved yet. Let's see if he has to make a save here.
Beautiful goal on the free kick. Will Swan,
Charleston Catholic. Will
ice
Swan.
water in his veins, steps up and beats the George Washington goalkeeper, Julian Westfall, to get back into this one. 27 minutes, 12 seconds remaining in the game, and Charleston Catholic has scored to make this 2-1, and game on, Hunter. Here we go.
Yeah, that's a game on. That's a big-time goal right there. Starts from coming and getting that foul, making a play, but, man, what a shot.
So it was a nice run, got clipped on the back of the legs as he attempted to go into the penalty area, sets up the free kick just outside the 18-yard box. Number 10, Will Swan, buries the free kick. GW quick to get back down the field, though.
And I think Westfall, the goalkeeper, GW's goalkeeper thought maybe that he was going to cross it maybe, and then in his first step kind of went out and then came back in. He almost had a hand on it, but that's a great shot.
It was a wonderful shot placed in the top part of the net, sort of in the middle of the goal. From this vantage point, couldn't tell if it knuckled or maybe moved a little bit on him.
It definitely had some bend to it. Definitely had some spin to it, but man,
wonderful strike, though. Wonderful strike.
Like we said earlier, I knew GW got some early goals, but I knew if Catholic could get one back, like you said, now we got a game. I mean, it's 2-1.
A nice touch by Trethaway down along the end line to try to get around the defense. Poked out of bounds, though. Another corner kick for George Washington.
But Catholic's going to have to make some type of adjustments. GW's getting way too many chances.
With as wet as it has been, and we have seen Patno's grip not the surest so far today. George Washington making the Catholic goalkeeper work extra early in this game. The corner kick hit low on the ground and just booted out of bounds. It'll be a throw in for George Washington.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to go low on the ground, try to hit that front post runner there. Maybe it was a set play that GW was trying to run there.
The Patriots will get a throw in along the far sideline.
You got Catholic defending with all 11 players, so it's kind of hard to get a counterattack. No one up top there.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to build out of the back. Won't be the long ball played on to somebody out of the back as we get set for another corner kick. Carney to take this one. He's taken several from that side already. That ball played out to about the penalty spot. Catholic able to defend it, headed away. Doesn't clear, though. That was number 7, Alec Ellis, with the shot going a little high, a little wide on that one.
Big time 50-50 balls on goal kicks. Got to win those.
So we saw that matchup in the midfield in the girls' game. It was so vital to Catholic getting the win.
Girls' game was a great game to watch. Seems like this one's probably going to be just the same. Great game.
Shaping up. Already the same score, though. Took the girls 80 minutes to get 2-1. We did it in about 15 here with the boys. Of course, GW scored 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the game before a Will Swan free kick just outside the penalty area. Brought the Irish back within 1.
Yep, number 3 taking the throw-in is just a freshman as well, so you got a freshman out there in a big-time game. That's good for him. Sam, he's doing a great job so far.
Of course, Charleston Catholic almost has a history of getting freshmen involved in the games, but it's just because they've been so good. They have guys that can play at that level, and
for sure,
it's never been, at least as an outside observer, about seniority or what you've done in the past. Catholic wants to put the best 11 on
Niall
the field.
Paul does a great job at that.
He does a
great job at that. He'll play, whoever's ready to play. He's going to get them out there and get them going. Both programs are big-time programs for soccer in the state.
Yes, of course, Niall Paul, the coach at Charleston Catholic, Eric Engel, the coach at George Washington, two very successful coaches here in the Kanawha Valley and certainly on the state level as well. There's another chance here from George Washington is Nick Enott. It's a little cheeky with the ball down along the side. Trethewey with the big shot attempt from outside. George Washington scored on one of those already, not able to find the mark on that one.
Yeah, that one was bouncing a little bit. I probably would have liked to see him try to take a touch and then maybe make a play. Obviously he's probably practiced that, so he had confidence in it and have a go. But
didn't miss it. It wasn't crazy wild off the mark, but just not where he wanted it to be.
Hitting off a volley like that is a little bit harder.
The goal kick comes out to midfield. It'll be controlled by George Washington's Enott.
It's a good win by Sam Clark back there. Good 50-50 ball, get up. Nice clean header, no fouls. Here we go again, another Coleman set piece.
He's directly on the 40-yard line on the football field. Of course, the end zone adds 10 yards to it, so 50 yards out almost exactly. So he'll put a little more loft on this one, going to the far post. Looking for Tarek Jarouj. Not quite able to get to that one, but again, that's exactly where he wanted to place that ball.
I like that ball. I like how they're being very aggressive with those. With the weather, you have to do that, I think. You might as well.
And the rain continuing to pick up here in Charleston. It was bound to happen sometime. We've had a really good run of weather as the calendar has turned into October. But
like we said earlier, though, these guys just want to play. They don't even care.
It doesn't matter.
They just want to play.
Said earlier, it wouldn't matter if it was snowing. These teams would want to get out here, and I think both of these teams have some experience with that. Of course, perennial state tournament teams, and anybody familiar with soccer in West Virginia knows the weather at the state tournament, it's almost always going to snow down there. It seems
down
like
there in Beckley around that time. So this is a good matchup for both teams. Obviously, they can't compete in the same class for a state championship, but this gets you ready for something like Beckley. So this is great.
Yeah, it might not be a stretch to say that until the playoffs, these might be the best teams either of these teams play. It's two very good programs. Charleston Catholic gets set on the far side.
For sure. It looks like they're going to stop the time, get a ball.
Yeah, waiting on the ball boys.
Let's see.
Tough life for the ball boys out there.
In the rain, too, yes. Last time Catholic had a corner kick, seemed like GW countered very well. Let's see what happens here.
Aiden Paul with the kick on the far side. He plays it into the middle. Charleston Catholic player able to get his head to it.
Zion Sutter tried to get his head on it. Needs to jump a little higher. Somebody needs to get that guy in the weight room a little more.
That's a player you mentioned to keep an eye on before the game. What is it about Zion's game that stands out so much to him?
Oh, man, he's a good guy on and off the field. Very coachable. Very, very aggressive soccer player. Very athletic. It's fun to watch. He's okay at basketball. He's okay.
Sudeth, a senior for this Charleston Catholic team, as we get another whistle. It'll be another free kick for the Irish. As Aiden Paul looks to work quick, maybe.
Probably going to put it back post here.
That's exactly what he tries to do. More direct, not a whole lot of loft on it. Looking for, I believe, Sudeth or Swan there. Not quite able to get the header on it that they wanted. But after the quick start from GW, Catholic gets the goal, and they're right back in this thing now.
They've got their feet under them a little bit more now. Talking about those set pieces a little bit, Bryce Coleman, Aiden Paul, those guys, they're putting them, putting them on the dot.
Two of the best I've seen around here in recent years. And, of course, high school soccer, those set pieces can be so hit and miss. You might just not have a kid on your team that has that ability. But these two with two of the best at it, as we've seen so far. Teams taking turns trading possessions near midfield. Ball will go out. Looks like the ball boys are reloaded. Ball back in and quickly back out.
Catholic's trying to get some more easy passes, more possession going. That goal really helped them.
Yeah.
Really helped them.
You could tell the confidence boost went way up once they got that in.
Great shot by Swan. You can see more energy in the back, too, out of Catholic. They're just a little more aggressive.
Yes.
They're maybe not waiting so much for GW to make a move. They're just playing aggressive.
Sure, they certainly seemed like they were a bit on their heels to start the game. Not the case anymore. These teams going back and forth at each other, and I expect the pace and the physicality, all that to start to pick up here. As the rain has sort of turned into a mist now, still coming down. We can tell from our perch here atop the press box at Edwards Field. Our very scientific method of determining if it's raining by sticking our arm out from under the roof, and it's still raining. Charleston Catholic with possession. They lose it back out to midfield. It's Trethewey with the ball.
Right here. Little too, maybe too much, maybe not. We'll
got
see.
To it there. That ball.
You see the freshman there, right back, getting a little more confidence now, getting to the game more.
That ball clipped out of bounds will be a throw-in for G-Dub. It's number 5, Xavier Bone, the goal scorer from earlier in the game.
It's a good smother by Patno.
And those are the type of simple things that he needs to do to maybe build that confidence back up. You've let 2 in already. You just get back on that bike, I guess, and ride it. And you make any save you make at this point, build that confidence up.
You got to have a short-term memory. You just got to keep going.
Absolutely. Dangerous play from Charleston Catholic there.
Yeah, I don't know if Ball really needed to head it back. I thought Patno could have just came out and picked it up. Obviously, Aiden Paul kicked it, but he didn't mean to kick it back to the goalie, so Patno could have picked it up. But worked out okay, I guess.
16 minutes, 50 seconds remain in the first half. George Washington leads Charleston Catholic 2-1. So this is George Washington Boys Soccer presented by Poca Valley Bank on Video Productions.
Mason Pinkett.
Mason Pinkett. Several substitutions coming in for George Washington now. Wilson Fife, number 12. Mason Pinkett also in the game.
It's got to be nice to add to your soccer team. A 6'3" forward, decently fast guy, Mason Pinkett. He's a big basketball guy, but playing soccer this year.
He's relatively new to soccer, at least at this level.
Yeah, he played at the middle school, and he was very good in middle school, and he decided to come back. I'm glad to see him out here.
You mentioned pretty good athlete for the George Washington basketball team. Out here with the very successful soccer team now. Catholic gets a little something going, trying to get the counterattack started. So that one will be whistled. Slow it down some. Aiden Paul gets set for a quick restart. Passes to Billy Ford. Billy Ford tries to step over, doesn't work. Out of bounds though. Catholic will retain.
Connor Strickland playing a pretty good game at right back for GW so far as well, I think.
Kellen Swan, number 4, the throw in to Will Swan. Aiden Paul with the ball again for Catholic, and he got the arms out, and the referee was on top of that. Paul incredulous, wondering what he did. Possession switches field, sliding in. Xavier Bone. That ball deflects out of bounds. Will be another throw in for the Patriots. Bone will take it. Long throw down the sideline. A foot came up high from the Catholic defender, and that ball deflects out of bounds.
Yeah, you got some All-State basketball guys playing right now. First team All-State Mason Pinkett, second team All-State Zion Suddeth. It's always good to play multiple sports. Saw Lacey last game.
Yes. Yes, very very good to have athletes of that caliber on the field, and when you already have the foundations that these teams have and you can add guys of that caliber, it doesn't matter really how experienced you are, but you get them on the field and good things tend to happen. Good players find ways to do good things, I think, is the point I'm trying to make. Long kick in there from Aiden Paul. Ball back out into midfield. Trethewey with the header to the far side. Ball touched inside. It's Gabe Sedora, number 8, with the ball on the far side for GW. Ball comes back. Number 5, Xavier Bone with it on his foot now. He touches inside. Number 12, Wilson Fife with the ball on his foot. They switch fields over to number 13, Connor Strickland on the near side. Strickland will put his foot in it, looking for Trethewey. He finds him.
It's a good ball.
And touched out of bounds.
Seen some good moves by Bone so far as well. Some fancy feet work over there.
Yes, he did not see a whole lot of the ball in their win against South Charleston the other day. Been much more involved today. We've seen with him with the goal in the first minute of the game. And another chance for GW there for Bone. Speak of the devil, that one just a little bit off the mark, but he's been not far from the ball most of the game when he's been on the field today so far. Very involved in the action.
Coleman and Clark, center backs, man, they've been good on these 50-50 balls, winning in the air, the ones that come their way.
Yeah. Two big guys, skilled big guys.
For sure.
And we've seen that skill on display. As you mentioned, GW getting the counterattack going. It's Trethewey looking for Pinkett. Pinkett, the touch with his right foot, trying to go outside. Well defended, though. That's number 4, Kellen Swan on defense for Charleston Catholic.
Yeah, it's a good job by Swan. Pinkett's trying to use his speed and get by him. Swan's a pretty athletic guy himself, pretty fast guy himself. Coming off injury from last year, but older brother scored the goal earlier. Younger brother's very good soccer player as well.
Yeah. Swan. It's like Pinkett got called for a foul there, so it'll be a free kick. Ball up near midfield and back out of bounds. Swan with another throw in.
Yeah, so we've been calling number 5 Bone. It's actually Bon. Apologies on that one.
It's actually ball goes out of bounds far side. Charleston Catholic will get a throw in. 11 minutes, 43 seconds left to play. We'll reset the score here for you. George Washington got 2 goals in the first 2 minutes of the game. Charleston Catholic answers with a free kick goal to get the game to 2-1, which is where it sits now.
I know that was a foul there, but I like the more pressure from Charleston Catholic and not letting GW play so comfortable.
Sure.
They definitely found their feet here and getting back in the game. About 11 minutes left. If they can try to sneak another goal in before half, tie it up, it'd be great. Catholic now holding their back line at the 18, not as deep here. They were holding it a lot deeper on Coleman's free kicks. So they're holding their back line a little bit higher.
Coleman plays that one in, looking for a head. Flicked on. Goalkeeper unable to get a hold on it, but that ball will be touched out of bounds. We've got some players down, but everybody seems to be okay. Just taking a few seconds to get up off the turf here. That was a little bit of a different approach to the free kicks than GW has taken before. Switching it up a little bit, though, almost worked there.
I think a lot of that had to do with Catholic actually stepping that back line up to the 18. When you hold it so far back, they're just going to drive those balls in and make it a traffic jam for Patno in there. So holding that back line a little higher actually helps you in those situations from that set piece.
Nick Enott with the ball. Step over, trying to roll that one down. Little skill from Enott on the far sideline.
Zion Sutton's played some defense in his days. That's pretty good defense. Good offensive player, so you got to be ready.
Enott, a very skilled player from what I've seen the last 2 games with the ball at his feet. Not quite able to get through the Charleston Catholic defense there, however.
Yep, switches there. Outside backs have been used very well for GW.
Looked like Billy Ford stubbed a toe, got a foot stuck in the turf there. Possession going the other way. Max Trethewey with the ball. Lots of room in the middle of the field. He was looking for number 9, Baker Bustani.
Yeah, trying to find Baker's feet there. And I don't know if Baker was maybe looking for a through ball, just didn't connect on that one.
Right. And we'll have a whistle here, and play will go the other way. It'll be a free kick for Charleston Catholic deep in their side of the field. Looks like the Irish might be getting set to make some changes in the back. So that ball just booted deep. Little boom ball going on back and forth between the two teams. Eventually it settles down. Trethewey to Bustani. Bustani, a nice touch to Enot. It gets another touch. Enot back with the ball. They've got numbers up. Enot plays it in.
Oh, my. I mean, that was 4-on-1 for GW right there on the cross.
That's 4-on-1. Nice save, though. Excuse me. There's John Patno able to hold off the Patriots there, and we've got a player down.
Yeah, I think number 15.
Charleston Catholic.
Trent's going to have to get a sub for Charleston Catholic.
Trent Newell limping off slowly is it will be number 12, Arden Curry, another freshman in the game here for the Irish. So throwing the kids right into the fire, as we mentioned. Several freshmen getting some pretty significant minutes here early for Charleston Catholic.
That's how you gain experience. That's
Absolutely.
How you get better.
Absolutely. Punt out near midfield. Knocked back into the George Washington side. Coleman with a touchback to the goalkeeper. Julian Westfall, excuse me. Westfall plays it out.
GW always does a good job at keeping possession, just throughout the years. They do a
historically
very well job.
Historically a great possession team. Very good defensive team, too, over the years. Been a long line of goalkeepers and defenders from George Washington. All state players of the year, you name it, they've done it here at George Washington. As the Patriots get a little something going there. Another great
Swan.
That Swan and Pinkett battle along the right side, or the near side here rather, has been one to watch. Another battle in the midfield going on. Trethewey gets the better of that one. He passes outside to Enot. Enot looking for Bustani.
Yeah, you have to think there was definitely
Excuse me, is that number 8 or number 9? I'm having trouble seeing from here. If it's number 8, it's Gabe Sedora. Number 9 is Baker Bustani.
Yeah, it's hard to tell on the jerseys and the numbers, to be honest, from here. I think Catholic might have came out a little nervous. I mean, it definitely is a whole different game for them right now.
So we have a stoppage in play for a yellow card issued to Charleston Catholic captain Will Swan, the goal scorer. It'll put the Irish in a very bad spot here. We've seen George Washington have some success with these set pieces.
Yep, here we go. Another freshman coming in, Michael Leo.
Michael Lau.
They have at least 3 freshmen on the field right now, I think.
Well, Swan comes out of the game after the yellow card. He will, I'm sure, try to get back in this game at the next stoppage of play, but got to come off the field after that yellow card as Max Trethewey and Bryce Coleman stand over the ball.
There you go, so you can get the whole shot.
We've seen this before, and Trethewey came in and was the one who actually kicked it. So we'll see what the Patriots try to do here. Trethewey steps over, and Coleman just blasts it low into the wall. Nothing doing there. Nice defense from Charleston Catholic on that one. Not done defending yet, though, as shoulder to shoulder, Kellen Swan down there. And
yeah, Kellen Swan's had a couple good plays back there on defense.
He has. Slight of frame, tall, but he's played hard-nosed defense back there today.
For sure.
Shoulder to shoulder several times with oncoming George Washington forwards. Got another stoppage in play as
The Patriots, Tarek Giroux.
Swan and GW's Tarek Giroux come onto the field.
Swan.
A goal late in the half would be big for both teams if someone could score here in the last, 6:20 left?
Yes, 6 minutes, 22 seconds left in the game. George Washington leads 2-1 on goals scored in the first 2 minutes of the game by the Patriots. Catholic back in this one after a free kick goal by Will Swan. Fairly even game since Catholic got it back to 2-1, but as you said, as time starts to tick down here in the first half, Catholic gets a goal, they can get right back in this. You're tied, 40 minutes. Whoever's the best in the last 40 minutes win. On the other side of that, GW can get a second goal, go up 2 goals going into the break. That would be letting a lot of the air out of the balloon for Charleston Catholic right now.
For sure. Both teams are battling. The midfield battle has been big, just like the girls' game. Alec Ellis has done a great job of spreading that ball from left to right on both sides and just trying to keep possession. Swan's in there, Zion Suddas in there for Catholic. I mean, it's a fun game to watch.
So the ball goes out of bounds, far side of the field. Another George Washington throw in. Patriots, on the whole, have dominated possession so far in this game. Charleston Catholic has had their chances, but more often than not, the ball has been down on this side of the field so far.
Yeah, for sure. G-Dubs definitely feel like, they should be up probably a couple more goals.
They've had their chances. But
yeah, you just got to keep playing, though. Just keep going. Just keep playing. One will come through.
That ball played in the middle, gets all the way through. Goes to the back post. That's Trethewey. Touching back to Strickland. Strickland tries to get it in.
Good job by Paul to be there and break that up.
Aiden Paul, one of the captains on this team for Charleston Catholic. So the ball gets back to the feet of Nick Enott, who puts a move on the defender, and there he goes. That guy is fast. Ball played in.
Oh my goodness, that's a good ball, too. That's a great ball. Pinkett almost got him one there.
Man, Nick Enott, so smooth and fast, bringing the ball down that far side, cuts it back inside, looks for a teammate in front of the goal and was not quite able to connect, but George Washington knocking on the door here as we start to get down towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, if you're Catholic, if you go into halftime 2-1, you kind of have to be saying, okay, we'll take that.
Yes, at this
we
point,
didn't play
absolutely.
our best, and we'll take that.
Especially at the way they started, 2 goals in 2 minutes to start the game. If you go into the half at 2-1, obviously not the ideal situation, but all things considered, that's a positive for Catholic right now, I think.
Hopefully now can make some adjustments, settle them down a little bit. But GW's going to make some adjustments well. If they finish in the final third, could get dangerous for Catholic.
Coleman will swing it out wide for Strickland here. Nice move from Trethewey, trying to dribble up the middle. Just a little too heavy on that last touch, though.
Looks like he got that ball's foot a little bit on that tackle.
Not sure if he's hurt or if he just clipped his shoe off the back of his heel there. So he tries to get it back on. He's hopping around. He seems
he's no
worse for the wear, and he'll be the one that takes the kick here. As Catholic starts to push up now. 2 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first half. Ball bouncing around a little bit and out of bounds. It'll be a Charleston Catholic throw in, as indicated by the linesman on the far side. Enott not happy about it, but not going to change the linesman's mind, so it's a throw in. Enott gets his head to it. Sloppy touch there by George Washington to start. They get the ball back to Coleman. Coleman getting a little pressure from Charleston Catholic. So Strickland to Fife. Fife will turn it back inside to Coleman. Coleman will play long. Looking for Girouge and Enott. And what a ball. Enott's got some defenders hanging on him, but he makes a move. Enott gets around the defense. Gets a shot off with his left foot. Didn't look like he got all of it, though.
No, and I don't know if he's left or right-footed, to be dead honest, but, I mean, that's a dangerous play for GW right there. I mean, I think Coleman hit that ball through maybe.
He did, and it sets up another corner kick for the Patriots here. Two of the themes we have seen from the Patriots so far today is excellent long balls from Coleman and skill on top of the ball from Enott. Almost produced a goal there. That ball swung in far side. Nobody able to get to it. We'll look for the call here, and I believe it'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, Kellen Swan in the mix again on the defensive side, trying to clear it out.
Can't say enough about the effort he's given today, especially after that barrage to open up. You give up 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, especially as a defender. You can start slumping your shoulders, your head's down a little bit.
For sure.
But hats off to the Charleston Catholic defense, because George Washington has certainly had chances to increase that. 2-goal number.
Yeah, you need some senior leadership from Catholic as well, like with Paul, Swan, Sudduth. Those guys,
this is a veteran. This is a veteran team.
They've got to step up and say, guys, just keep going. Let's keep playing.
Ball knocked back to Coleman. He will touch back to Westfall. And another whistle with Enot on the ground. Referee not having any of the physicality really so far in the first half.
Yeah, he's consistent,
yes,
but he's kind of a little tight.
Yes,
but,
hasn't been bad, but I was going to say it's a little tight right now. It's a long kick from Coleman as we count down here inside 20 seconds.
Great save.
Great save as time winds down. John Patno will be looking back on that one as the save just before halftime.
That's one you put. That's the first save you put on your highlight film right there.
Absolutely,
that's the first one.
George Washington with a chance to increase its lead just before halftime, turned away by Charleston Catholic goalkeeper John Patno, and that'll take us to halftime. George Washington leads, visiting Charleston Catholic, 2-1. So we see on the replay here, great save.
To give no rebound as well, to be able to hold that is great.
And that's something that has been a problem so far.
Wear your mask.
When George Washington has found success, it's been on some of those rebounds. Balls have maybe gotten away from Patno. Doesn't give one up there. And Catholic almost escapes into the locker room at halftime with a 1-goal deficit, trailing George Washington 2-1. We're going to take a brief break, and then we will be back and get you caught up on the first half action. Again, it's George Washington 2, Charleston Catholic 1. It's GW Boys Soccer presented by Poca Valley Bank.
Every case like it's going to trial. That's what it takes to be successful. And that's why our team at Goodwin does what it does.
I don't know what we would have done without Goodwin and Goodwin.
Gotcha. That's my fault.
Valley Bank, where relationships matter. Looking to achieve a clear financial vision in 2020? Call or visit one of our 7 locations today.
Well, welcome back, Steve Edwards Field, the home of the George Washington Patriots. GW leads Charleston Catholic 2-1 in boys soccer action, presented to you by Poca Valley Bank on Video Productions. My name is Tom Bragg, joined by Hunter Moles. We are here at halftime, and lots of action early in that one, Hunter. GW able to get goals in the first 2 minutes. Catholic gets an answer on the free kick, and a big save right before halftime preserves that one-goal deficit going into the break. I know you're losing at halftime if you're Charleston Catholic, but the way that ended, it's got to be a bit of a confidence boost going into the locker room.
Yeah, for sure. Being down 2-1, you're thinking, okay, we played, not our best soccer, but we're only down 2-1, guys. We're right there. GW, they have to connect on a couple more goals,
yes,
a couple more of the final third pieces, and not give up any counters. They can't give up any counters.
The clock continues to wind here at halftime, about 3 minutes and 45 seconds until we get going in the second half. And lots of action in that first half. And really impressed, though, all the offense we talk about, by some of the defenders. You've got Bryce Coleman for George Washington,
sure,
Sam Clark from George Washington, the center backs that played so well. You also have Charleston Catholic's Kellen Swan, who really impressed me, taking on the wings that were trying to work the ball down the sides for George Washington. It seemed like when they found success, the Patriots, that is, it was on the opposite side of the field of where Swan was playing. What did you think of the defense?
For sure, defense was huge on both teams. You got a freshman playing out wide right, Sam, number 3 for Charleston Catholic. He's got his feet into the game, and probably a little nervous. I would be if I was a freshman playing this game. You got Kellen Swan on the left doing a great job. Balls in the middle doing a great job. Patno, he's let in 2 goals, but, man, that's a big-time save right there. GW's back line has been unbelievable, keeping possession, the free kicks, the headers on the 50-50s, things like that. So we've had I know we've had a lot of action, a lot of chances, but defense has been pretty good as well here.
Again, that score 2-1, George Washington leads at halftime. Patriots scored goals back-to-back right off of the bat. First 2 minutes of the game, they take a 2-0 lead. Looked like it could tip and turn almost into a blowout, honestly, with the way that George Washington was playing and putting pressure on. Charleston Catholic able to weather that storm, get a goal of their own. And while GW still held the bulk of the possession, things seemed to even out much more as we got towards the break.
Yeah, I thought Charleston Catholic finally started to be a little bit more aggressive and attack a little more. I felt like they were on their heels a lot the first 2 minutes of the game.
Yeah, definitely.
GW was just going. I mean, that's a great start by them. Great job to come out with that type of energy and get 2 goals. We'll see if it was 2-1 in the girls' game going into half, and it ended 2-1. I don't expect this one to end 2-1.
I don't either.
I see some more goals.
I think we're going to see at least 1 more goal, possibly even 2 or 3. And, again, really impressed with some of the play here today. Bryce Coleman on those free kicks from distance, you don't see that a whole lot at this level. Certainly not around here, but there's accuracy, there's power. He puts the ball where he wants, and quite frankly, Charleston Catholic lucky to escape just the 1-goal deficit, particularly with the way Coleman's been able to place the ball in and all the pressure that George Washington's been putting on that Catholic defense.
Yeah, for sure. We've been talking about the weather all day. You have to play a soccer game towards what weather you have, and Coleman's putting pressure on Patno and goal on those free kicks, and the whole back line for Catholic. He's putting a lot of pressure on him. He's doing a great job, and we'll see if we get some more set-piece action this half. That's going to be big for Catholic. How do you defend those set pieces? And same with GW, man. You give up a corner kick goal here or there. Catholic gets some energy, try to sneak one away here.
And Patno, of course, let those 2 goals in. We didn't so much let him in, but they got past him early in the game, but really turned it around as the half went on and picked up some confidence, picked up some momentum. Words I'm making up here as we get towards the start of the second half, but made the big save right at the buzzer. Keep this at 2-1. So the teams are back out on the field and getting ready to get the second half started here.
This is great for the game of soccer, man. GW and Charleston Catholic, 2 great programs, been playing against each other.
Agreed.
Excited to be here and watch. It's a lot of fun.
So we get set to start here in the second half. Teams will switch ends of the field. George Washington in its maroon jerseys with gray sleeves, gray stripes, maroon pants, and gray numbers outlined in white. Patriots will be going from right to left on your screen. Charleston Catholic in all white with white socks, green numbers. on the fronts and backs. Quick start here. Both teams come out flying. Collision on the far sideline there. Looked like Charleston Catholic captain Will Swan. Something to keep an eye on, though, Hunter. Swan's got a yellow card already. He needs to maybe be careful a little bit as we go forward here. You don't want to get kicked out of the game. You don't want to lose your captain, a guy that they've really leaned on, the goal scorer for them so far.
For sure, but I think Swan's experienced enough that he knows that. You got to be careful on tackles.
But you got to find that line between aggressive and a penalty.
For sure, you got to experience referee in the middle as well, and I don't think he's going to send him out on nothing too cheap. It'd have to be something pretty tough. Good job by Zion Sudduth there to clear that one out.
This long ball played in by Coleman. Sudduth able to get it out. As Swan gets around Coleman, plays the ball down the sideline. Nobody home to collect that one for Catholic, though. Teams will bat it around.
I think Liam up top for Charleston Catholic, number 9. He's been pretty active as well. He's been playing a little defense as well, and he's been all over the place. They're trying to play him some long balls.
I haven't called his name a whole lot, but he's been working off the ball, making runs, pulling defenders away, trying to open up the field for that attack to get through for Charleston Catholic. Just hasn't quite been able to connect there yet. So we see him, nice touch to bring it down on his chest to his feet. Turns and plays it to the inside. Ball skipped away and back to GW. Enoch with it on the far sideline. We've seen what he can do with the ball so far.
Yeah, it's a tough matchup right there. I mean, that's very good, skilled player right there.
So shot attempt. Deflects off the backside of a Charleston Catholic player and dips out.
You see Charleston Catholic already doing a good job at trying to play the feet more, try to keep a little more possession.
Just looking to get a little something going there. And Niall Paul upset with the no call. Charleston Catholic tries to slip through there. Charleston Catholic looking to make a run. Swan didn't have a pass to make as number 9, Liam McGinley, was in an offsides position. Didn't make the pass, though, so no call. Charleston Catholic keeps a hold of the ball. Another whistle will stop play. It'll be a free kick for Catholic. Aiden Paul will collect the ball. Call it around the 30-yard line, 31-yard line.
See if Paul can put it on the back post, get one of these 4 or 5 Charleston Catholic guys trying to make a run in.
GW holds its line just inside the penalty area, about 15 yards out from the goal.
Probably seen Clark and Coleman be very good in the air, though, as well.
Goes to the middle of the field. Poor touch from Catholic gives away possession. Another whistle will stop play briefly as GW will have a free kick set up. Ball played in, looking for Trethaway. Catholic touches away. Patno collects it at the back. Patno taking his time, a little deliberate on this one. Big boot into the ball. 50-50 ball missed by the 2 players going for it. Back down. GW trying to press forward here, increase their lead. Patriots lead 2-1. 35 minutes, 48 seconds left in the game. Max Trethaway along the far side. Ball played in, looking for Enoch. Enoch gets ahead to it. Nice save by Patno. That's 2 saves now at almost point-blank range to turn the Patriots away. And after a rough start for the Charleston Catholic goalkeeper, Patno coming up big.
But if you're GW, you're okay with that. I mean, that was great 1-2 action, and then a good cross, good header. Goalie just made a good save, so it's good stuff from GW as well.
Yes, exactly. That's what you want to do if you're GW. It's unfortunate you don't get the goal, but you like the idea. You like the play.
Sure.
You want to see more of that.
Patno, sophomore, big-time game for him. He's going to have to make a couple more big-time saves probably this game.
And opponents don't come much tougher around here than the George Washington boys soccer team. And Patno, she said, just a sophomore, underclassman, really stepping up in the middle stages of this game to keep it close. It's Coleman and Clark. Pass between themselves along the back. Clark with the long ball up the side to Enot. Enot takes a touch, cuts back inside. Touched away, though. And that is number 8, Gabe Sedora, losing possession. Ball back into the penalty area. That's touched in, and it'll go in. Goal for George Washington's number 21, Isaac Carney. Looked like that ball played in, not necessarily for Carney. Carney just gets a foot out there and kind of toe pokes it into the top net. And George Washington takes a 3-1 lead. 34 minutes, 8 seconds left as we watch the replay. That ball played long into the box, drops, deflects off the player, almost right to Carney's feet. Carney gets the left foot out, pokes it in with that toe.
I believe that was Connor Strickland with a great ball in as well.
Yes.
It's a good ball.
Good ball, good finish, and now George Washington leads 3-1. 34 minutes, 3 seconds left. Patriots have a 2-goal lead now.
If you're Charleston Catholic, you just got to keep going, man. Get back on the scoreboard.
There's
just
plenty of time left in
one
this
goal
one
at a
if you're
time.
Catholic.
If you're GW, you just don't want to let up, though. You want to keep pushing,
No.
keep pushing, keep getting those chances and just keep putting them away.
No, you have strong defense, but you don't want to pack it in with all the offense that Catholic has. It's just inviting a chance for them to score. It's GW pressing the issue again. Trethway trying to
see the clock so I can get it right.
almost make a Zinedine Zidane-esque turn there. Not quite able to complete the action, though. Aiden Paul gets set for the free kick. Carney, the goal scorer, touches down with his chest. Points long, looking for Connor Strickland down the far sideline. Touch back into Trethway. Trethway's going to take it on his foot. Pulls back, plays it with his left into the middle. That's to Tarek Giroux. Giroux unable to get firm control on the ball. It'll be touched back out, and George Washington will reset. Nick Enot with the ball along the near sideline. He's going to play it in with his left, looking far post. He's got players there, but there is Kellen Swan with another great play. Very impressive defender. And another one of those young players for Charleston Catholic really stepping up today. Swan, a sophomore also.
Yeah, Catholic's got to step up here, though. Their back line, they've got to keep pushing up. They can't stay back in their own field the whole time. You got to go for it. Got to keep stepping up. Keep trying to get some possession going.
So we see the Charleston Catholic defense pushing up, holding that line just inside their half of the field.
And this is probably the best thing for Catholic right here, some set pieces.
Yes.
Try to sneak one in on a set. I mean, that's how they got their first one. Sneak one in on a set piece and try to keep yourself in this game.
Quick play. It's going to be whistled and brought back. Not sure what the second whistle was for.
I think it was on the referee's whistle maybe,
okay.
so he made him stop.
That might be what it is. So we will try again. Paul puts that ball in.
It's a good job at GW.
Yeah. Ball swung in near the penalty area, cleared out. Tarek Giroux with the ball in his foot now. GW playing possession a little bit right now.
Got a lot of skilled players on GW's team.
This is a very good, very accomplished veteran George Washington group. Ball now on the far side, looking for Trethway. He's got some room to run. One defender to beat, and he can't do it. Nice play there. Number 6, William Ball, another sophomore for this Charleston Catholic team, coming up with the big slide tackle to turn Max Trethway away. GW back at it, though. Nick Enot with the ball, left side of the field. A little give and go. Tarek Giroux. Giroux, step over, hits the ball with his right. Not much of a challenge for the Charleston Catholic goalkeeper, John Patno, there, though. Nice move to get free and take the shot, but kind of directly at the goalkeeper, though.
Yeah, and the rain stopped a little bit. I think that helped Patno. He could hold that one, no rebound, because they were definitely, GW was following that up. If he had a rebound, I think GW would have scored that one. Catholic just needs to find something positive for him, a big play, maybe something going here. They need to get some momentum going.
Yes, you get the save on one end, and you got a dead ball set piece on the other. Aiden Paul saying Bryce Coleman's not the only player who can hit that long ball.
And Westfall back there in goal for GW hasn't been too busy, but he's got to stay alert because he might be needed here for a big save.
Nice restart there by Westfall, getting the ball out to Enot. Enot touches across the field to Trethewey. Trethewey picks his head up, looks back. Ball back now on the outside, back to Trethewey. Little triangle touch passes here. The old Spain and Barcelona, and I guess now Man City, the tiki-taka.
Yeah, this is fine for GW. Up 3-1, just keep possession.
This is
what's fine.
Milking a little bit of that clock, just touching back and forth between players, making Charleston Catholic chase after. And
yeah, I think
not only does it take time off the clock, but you're
yeah.
chasing those players. You're getting tired as things go on. So
yeah.
GW in a very good position here. 29 minutes, 6 seconds left in the game. There's Will Swan, Charleston Catholic's goal scorer, with a touch there. Back into the middle, looking long for Swan. Coleman there, able to turn that one away. Aiden Paul looking for Swan. Swan able to bring that pass in, and it'll roll all the way back to Julian Westfall. And George Washington leads 3-1 against visiting Charleston Catholic here at Steve F. Edwards Senior Field on the Hill in Charleston, West Virginia. As GW presses the ball down the far side, unable to keep it inbounds though, deflected out of bounds off of a Charleston Catholic player, so it'll be a corner kick for the Patriots. Getting some substitutions in now for GW.
In for GW. Ellis.
Looks like Alec Ellis, number 7, will come in the game for the Patriots.
Yeah, I like Ellis's game. He's a very good player, calm and collected, just making a lot of the right plays.
And Trethewey tries to go near post with the...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow, what a shot attempt by Coleman off of the crossbar, and you said it, Hunter. Oh, my goodness, that one did not miss by
I
much.
thought he was going to break the crossbar. I mean, he moved the goal a little bit on that shot. He hit that with some power.
So near miss from the Patriots. So they retain possession. Coleman now with the ball back on his foot near midfield. He looks up. Lots of room to run. Enot with the ball now down inside or near the penalty area. He plays the ball with his left back to the middle. Tarek Jarouge with the touch, and looks like it bounced up.
Yes.
Might have caught his hand there. And
yeah, that's a good call.
yeah, I thought so too. I mean, he clearly didn't do it on purpose, but it definitely caught the hand on that. Bad restart there from Catholic. Puts GW in a good spot. Nick Enot with the ball on the left side. Passes to Giroux. Giroux with defenders all over him. Makes a move. Gets around 2. Looking to get to the third guy. And just dumps it off back to Enot. Enot into the middle for Ellis. Ellis swings it around to Coleman. Coleman's got some options here. He's going to play at far post. Looking for Enot. See if he can get to it before it skips out of bounds. Not quite able to, though. It'll be another goal kick for Charleston Catholic. And you got to wonder if maybe some of that fatigue starting to set in, particularly in these Charleston Catholic players taking the goal kicks. Not quite as much mustard on those as we were seeing in the first half, and it almost cost them there.
Yeah, like I said, 50-50 balls. Those are huge in the game of soccer, and that's what a goal kick basically comes down to, and GW has been winning a lot of those right now.
It's another ball off the restart, kicked right to a George Washington player. That one's Enot. Enot touches to Giroux. Giroux not able to get to it before Charleston Catholic clears out of bounds, but it'll be a throw-in.
I think Giroux's had a great game as well. When he starts running at players, he's dangerous. He's a very good dribbler, very good movement off the ball.
Yes, big and strong too.
Yeah, he's very strong.
Hard to knock off the ball. He's going to go where he wants to go. Ball coming down the far sideline, swung in, and booted back out. Will Swan unable to corral that one. Ellis will touch back to Clark. Clark to 21, Isaac Carney. Now Pinkett with the ball on the far side. It'll go off of him and out of bounds for another goal kick.
It seems like GW has a little bit more subs too, so they're probably keeping a little bit more fresh legs.
Yeah.
Catholic got a lot of young guys out there already, and got to be in great shape to play in these big games.
And Patno just takes that kick himself. Similar result though as George Washington gets possession. Clark clears out of the back looking for Enot. Enot one touch to Bond. Bond looking for Giroux.
Step up here if you're Catholic. You got to step up. I know you're tired, but you got to step up.
Ball spending a lot of time on George Washington's offensive end of the field right now. 24 minutes, 30 seconds remain as the Patriots lead Charleston Catholic 3-1. As Giroux gets shoved in the back on the 50-50 ball there.
It's kind of easy call for the ref. If you see Giroux get pushed like that, that's a strong guy. He's probably getting pushed.
Yeah. Not too subtle from the Catholic defender either, and you get those elbows extended out. It's like in basketball. You're a basketball guy too.
Yeah.
If you keep the elbow in, you might be able to get away with it. When you start reaching out, it's going to get called more often than not. And that was the case here. But straight on free kick, 40 yards out.
David Luiz style. Let's see if he gets this one in.
Wonderful shot off the left.
Oh, my goodness.
Off the left post.
Patno did a good job of trying to get over there. But
there wasn't much he could do about that one, but as we watch the replay here and watch this free kick from 40 yards out on a dime, just a little too hard left. Catches the inside of that post and deflects away, but
Trethaway.
Might have had a Sports Center top 10 if that goes up or 90 in.
No doubt. That was an incredible shot. And I know we've talked about him a lot, but you can't really say enough about the play of Coleman so far for George Washington. Just a fantastic game for him. Patriots looking to get another something going here. That's trying to play to Trethaway. Trethaway crosses, not able with his left. Looking for Pinkett. Not sure if that was a shot or a pass, but
yeah, I think he was trying to hit it back post, but I mean, really, could work for both either way.
Yeah, Pinkett was there, but just a little bit out of his reach and just off target if he was going for the shot. So another goal kick for Catholic. And you can tell they're frustrated with these goal kicks. You hear them almost exclaiming, yelling a little bit when the ball doesn't do what they're trying to do. George Washington will just play keep away right now and pass it among its defenders. There's Coleman looking for Trethaway. 50-50 ball in the air. Referee's going to blow the whistle and stop that. I don't think that was a particularly egregious call, but at this point, starting to get a little chippy, starting to get a little more than aggressive play, and not a bad call to try to get your arms around this one.
He's done a good job at that, too, of trying to just make sure. He knows it's a big game. He knows guys are going to play hard. And
Yeah, you got to let them play, but you also got to keep it under control, and I think that's what that was about there.
I've liked, though, you don't see a lot of guys talking to the refs. You see the captains talking to them, but you haven't seen a lot of complaints.
There's Coleman with another free kick shot, this time from 35 yards out on the low and to the goalkeeper's right. He's able to turn it away.
Yeah, it's a good push by Patno. He knew he wasn't going to hold it, so push it as wide as you can.
Clark kicks the ball off of Charleston Catholic's Liam McGinley for George Washington throw-in. Bond with the touch and pull back and sends it to the middle of the field to Coleman. Coleman's got a guy out wide if he needs him, and he will take that. Sends it out to Wilson Fife. That's Connor Strickland, not Wilson Fife on the far side. Ball in the middle to Alec Ellis. Ellis looks to Pinkett. George Washington loses possession back in the middle. Will Swan trying to play the ball here on the near side. Looking for Eli Coleman, just out of his reach, though. And there is number 9, Baker Bustani, with the ball on the near side here for George Washington. It'll be a throw-in. Throw goes back to Clark. Clark's going to play it across the field.
GW's definitely at a comfortable game right now. They're definitely nice and comfortable.
Trethaway into the penalty area. Tries to cut it back, and the ball deflects off Charleston Catholic and goes out of bounds. Irish players trying to say it hit off of the GW player, but referee not having it. It'll be a quarter kick for the Patriots. Looks like Trethaway out there to maybe swing this one in with his left foot.
Yeah, got an in-swinger here. See if he
Yep.
puts some pressure. Goes back post, though.
Patno not able to hold that one. Ball cleared out, though. Alec Ellis puts a shot in. Cleared off the back line. Catholic not out of danger yet. Maybe a little bit more now. So that ball booted up, and it'll go out of bounds near midfield. Number 6, William Ball. Big clearance from the back line there off of Alec Ellis' shot.
In for the Patriots, Jack Williams.
Not sure that Patno even saw that one all the way. Looked like he was shaded a little bit by some of the defenders. So nice.
Yeah, it was in traffic, definitely.
Yeah, nice play by Ball there to save his goalkeeper from even having to make a save there.
GW keeps getting chances and chances. Catholic's got to get the ball and try to get some momentum here if they want to get back in this one.
Yes, lots of pressure from the Patriots so far, lots of possession. Catholic really just holding on at this point, trying to stay in this game. So we see another ball out of bounds deep on Catholic's side of the field. A throw in from Trethaway. He's looking for Pinkett. Out of bounds for a corner kick. And pressure, 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 pressure. Lots of pressure from this GW team. It feels like the Patriots could break through for another goal at any minute now.
Good decision.
Agreed. Good decision. Short corner kick played in. That one gets, I believe, deflected off of Baker Bustani.
That'll be a teaching point later for Niall Paul to tell these guys. I got some young guys out there, but somebody's got to be shouting, and who's getting that guy going short there. That's a good teaching point for him later on to talk about it. And it's at least it's happening now, not the state championship game. So
Patriots continue to control possession. Trethaway brings the ball back in the middle of the field, makes a turn, hits it hard with his left, touched away by Patno. It'll be another corner kick. Another opportunity for GW, but another good save from Patno. After that rough start, he's really impressed me with his ability to bounce back and make some important saves here.
for sure, he needs to try to get more palms on that one. That was a lot of fingertip saves, but he's doing a good job. I see him communicating a little bit more now. You know, guys are talking more. They're pointing out who's got who, and you need that. You need that on corner kicks. You got to be set up properly.
Agreed. That's something that was missing from this Catholic team early in the game. Trethaway, big in-swinger with the left. Not quite able to connect with Isaac Carney along the near side here off of that corner kick. So we'll get some more subs for Charleston Catholic.
Off the Irish, Ford.
We throw in deep in Charleston Catholic territory for the Irish.
Yeah, good job by GW. Try to lock him in down there.
And GW not giving Catholic much room to do anything so far. Patriots lead 3-1, 17 minutes, 7 seconds left in the game. Another long shot attempt just off the mark.
Yeah, I think GW football already has a pretty good kicker out here, but
they've got a
Coleman
really
could be
good
a backup,
kicker, but
I
if
think.
they need a backup, I think there might be a guy in the building. Give a call.
Definitely a lot harder to kick a football than a soccer ball. I'll give you that, though.
Yes, it is. You also don't have big guys in suits of armor trying to rip your head off while you're kicking it. It's a little different situation, but yeah, just as we've mentioned it several times, the power, the distance, the accuracy. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but I've seen a lot of high school soccer around here, played a lot of high school soccer around here back in the day. I don't know that I've seen a kid that has that ability on free kicks from that distance as Coleman has right now.
Yeah, he's played a great game so far. I like Clark's game in the back next to Coleman as well. They got two good center backs back there. Their whole back line, GW's done a great job.
It's a very good George Washington team. Of course, the defending Class AAA state champions. I believe 6 times the Patriots have won the state championship. That ball out of bounds. Freshman gets the better of Trethaway there. Kind of claps in his face and gets a laugh from Trethaway.
Yeah, when you're down 3-1, you don't clap in people's faces.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. It's good play.
Yeah. That ball cleared out. Back into the middle, though. We're going to stop play. That'll be a yellow card issued. Number 21, Isaac Carney.
I think he got him for his cleats being up, got Swan a little bit too much.
Yeah. Got to be careful with those cleats. Even if it's inadvertent,
Yeah.
they're still going to call that. So. And with a little more than 15 minutes left here, perhaps a signal from the referees like, hey, guys, just calm down just a little bit here. We're still just out here to trying to have fun, trying to play some soccer. We don't need anybody getting hurt, having to miss an entire season, a game or two into it. Obviously, the conditions are not the best today. There's a slick field. We've seen people sliding around, lots of tumbles, lots of falls. Oh, 2 balls on the field real quick, and take a second to get those cleared out. That is number 8, Tyler Barnett, playing the ball down to number 9, Liam McGinley.
Yeah, Liam's very fast, man. He's doing a good job today, doing what he can up there.
Ball cleared out. That'll be Zion Sudeth with the throw in. Nice throw in from Zion. Opportunity there as the ball squirts out towards Billy Ford. Ford not able to connect, though. Ball back in the middle, though. Will Swan with his foot on it. Ford had another one teed up, but the whistle stops play and will go the other way.
You like that if you're Catholic, though. It's a little bit better offense and chances that you've had.
Best chance Charleston Catholic has had in a long time in this game, and they're going to need more of it if they want to get back in and have any chance of tying or even potentially winning this game. Catholic down 3-1 to George Washington right now. 14 minutes almost on the dot to play. Ball played far side there. Tyler Barnett, number 8, trying to get down and get the ball from Bond. Not able to get it, though. George Washington gets possession back, and it's Clark, and he'll just boot it up and out of bounds. And at this point, certainly seems George Washington content to try to just hold the ball and run what's left of the clock out here and get out of here with a win against a very good Charleston Catholic team. So we get a free kick just inside of 35 yards to the right here. Loaded up on the back post. We'll see what Paul can do. He hits it high, arcing to the back post there, but just a little bit too high. As Swan not able to get ahead on that one.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
like
idea.
the idea. I like the execution. It didn't miss by much.
On for the Patriots. George, Enoch.
And see, this is what I mean with just the bench of GW. They're bringing guys in and out, keeping a little bit more fresh legs. They've got a lot of good players, a lot of skilled players on this team.
We've talked a lot about Coleman. Enoch also having a great game. Trethaway really controlling possession, I think, in the offensive third of the field when George Washington has sort of grinded this out and felt their way around the Charleston Catholic defense. More often than not, it's Trethaway in there trying to make something happen. He was very good against South Charleston the other day, too.
See if Catholic can keep a little possession here or there, get something going. 12 minutes left. Got to get a goal soon and start pushing people forward.
Jack Curry.
This time definitely becoming an issue for Charleston Catholic here. So down under 12 minutes now. George Washington boys soccer brought to you by Poca Valley Bank. The Patriots lead 3-1 against the Irish.
Billy Ford. GW. Isaac Carney.
Thankfully, the rain hasn't been too bad this game.
It's mostly stopped, I believe. Some folks are still under umbrellas. It's a light mist, much lighter than earlier, but certainly not what we saw during the girls' game.
Yeah, the girls' game definitely had some tough conditions. That was a great game. This has been a great game as well. It's been a fun day for soccer.
Catholic will have a throw-in on the far side. Kellen Swan Waiting for, I believe that's his brother Will out there. His older brother Will take the throw in now. A throw into McGinley. Back out to Swan. Here. Swan with his right swings it over.
Oh, offsides.
Offsides called by the linesman. And that's close, but those are the situations you have to be extra careful for. That back line pushes up all of a sudden. If you're an offensive player, you got to be ready to take that step back, especially if the ball hasn't left the foot yet, because it'll put you in an offside position and turn what looked like a promising situation for Charleston Catholic into a free kick going the other way for George Washington. A 1-2 with Clark and Bond here. Sudduth steps in to intercept. He's got some room, but GW defender coming on fast. Ball rattling around there. Cleared out by Clark. Trethewey lets it bounce, tries to take a touch and run onto it. Can't quite get a hold of it. Sudduth with the ball back in midfield.
Catholics had to use so much energy defensively with the possession of GW. When they do get the ball, they seem a little tired. They got some guys standing a little bit.
Yeah.
It's kind of been hard for them.
And, you know, as you can only practice so much. I know they had the extra long off season, but there's a big difference between getting in shape in practice and being in game shape.
They've had two games.
Yeah, I think you're starting to see that as we wind down here. Under 10 minutes now at Steve Edwards Field in Charleston.
For sure. These guys, I mean, they're not in all the way game shape. I'm sure a lot of them would tell you that as well. But like we talked about, this is a great matchup for both your programs. You get to go against great teams, get you ready for hopefully a long postseason run.
It's two great teams, two of the top programs, not just in the Kanawha Valley, but in the state. As Will Swan with a chance here. He puts a ball on net, deflected away, not able to be held by the goalkeeper, Westfall. Catholic not able to hop on the rebound, though, and G-Dub's going the other way. Quick, long ball played by Coleman. Trethewey tries to run on with Patno there, and end-to-end action here as we get down under 10 minutes. What a save by Westfall to keep Catholic from cutting into this 3-1 lead and then right back down the other way.
I like that shot by Will Swan. You know, he could have crossed it maybe, but there wasn't really a runner there, and he said, you know, I'm going to go for it. We're down 3-1. We need a goal. It's a hard shot. And at that angle, it's good to shoot it back post because, like you saw, if Westfall can't hold it, where's the rebound go? It's going to go back post to the runner, and they almost had a chance there.
Type of play, if you're Catholic, you like to see out of a senior captain. Just unfortunate for them, not quite able to get the ball in the net, not able to hop on the rebound. But now it's GW with a chance in the Catholic end of the field where they've spent most of this game. So Patriots will start to knock it around as Ellis with the ball tries to do the quick turn, able to stay up. Ball sneaks through. Trethewey gets it. He's brought down. Looked like there might have been a call away from the ball before Trethewey goes down. Curious to see what's going to happen here. Looks like Charleston Catholic lining up to take the free kick as the teams move back down the field. When I was watching the play with the ball, I saw Trethewey go down. I didn't see what happened.
There must have been a foul before that. Everybody was probably like ourselves watching the ball, so they probably didn't see it. Looks like Trent here is going to have to come off.
Off the Irish, that's allowed.
Again, those tired legs and the clash with Trethewey down there, and little coming up limping a little bit. Trent Newell, the senior defender, done an admirable job trying to corral this high-powered George Washington offense today.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You got that high-power offense, and you've got 3 freshmen and a sophomore in your back line for Catholic. I mean, that's great for them as players because they get a lot of experience. They get to go out there and play. And if you're Niall Paul, I mean, you're looking like, I got to get these guys ready for the future, and that's what he does well. That's how he has a good program.
So Catholic's so good at developing players over the years. Trethewey with another chance now on the right side. He dribbles into the box, tries to center the ball. Not quite able to link up with a teammate, though. 6 minutes, 35 seconds remain. George Washington will have a corner kick. Patriots lead Charleston Catholic 3-1.
About 6 left here. See if Catholic can try to make a run, get a goal, get a little momentum maybe. If you're GW, you're a nice, comfortable lead here. You just got to no fouls, nothing, no one get hurt. Keep doing what you've been doing.
And GW with bountiful opportunities to blow this game open today. Charleston Catholic able to stay within arm's reach of the Patriots. Some long ball played in.
If I'm Charleston Catholic, though, I look and say, man, if we came to play in those first 2 minutes, maybe it's a little different game, too.
Absolutely. And long ball played in for Trethewey. Trethewey trying to run onto it, not quite able to get there before the defender does. And touches back to Patno.
So Charleston Catholic going to have to do is be able to play out of the back a little bit. That's something they'll definitely have to work on. Or got to be able to play out of the back some.
A little skill on the ball by Tarek Giroux along the far side. The ball touched out of bounds. And it'll go out for another George Washington corner kick. Under 5 minutes to play now.
Definitely taking their time.
Oh, yeah, time to milk that clock. Take your time if you're George Washington. Slowly get over and get this corner kick in. As Trethewey goes near post and turned away. The younger of the Swan brothers able to keep it in bounds, and he will play up the far sideline. I think that was McGinley he was looking for, but here comes Bryce Coleman up the middle of the field with the ball. Quick restart from Catholic, trying to get something to happen here in the final few minutes. Irish trail 3-1. Ball played deep in, takes a bounce, but George Washington goalkeeper Julian Westfall able to get his hands on that one.
Good ball by Westfall.
That's a deep ball. That's what you want right now as you're trying to run this clock down. Get it as far away from your goal line as possible. Catholic looking to make something happen on the far side. That's Paul. Touches to McGinley.
It's better possession by Catholic right there. Just a couple passes here and there, work your way up the field.
Last 5 minutes or so, it's opened up a little bit for Catholic. There have been some opportunities to make runs and get balls through, but as we said, maybe the leg's just a little bit tired right now, not quite able to get that last pass where they need it to be.
I think G-Dub's pressure has calmed down some as well. They're kind of just –
they've eased off the gas a little bit,
for
definitely.
sure. You can definitely see it. But it's been a great game from both teams. I think both teams will learn from this game a lot, and they'll go into to the rest of the season looking back and learning from what they've played with this game. I mean, Catholic, you just got to come out in the first 2 minutes, not give up 2 goals. You already know that going into it. So I'm sure if you look at their next game, watch and see how they come out and start. I think they'll probably have a really high-intensity start next game they play.
Catholic tries to switch the field, but nobody home, and that ball skips out of bounds. We'll have some more substitutes coming on for the Patriots.
GW, Gabe Sedora.
Gabe Sedora in the game now for GW. GW passing the ball back and forth now, content to try to keep possession. They will push forward somewhat, though. Ball touched back in the middle. It's Captain Xavier Bond. Looking for Trethewey near the top of the box. He takes a touch and a turn and tries to get around. Can't quite do it, though. Want to go out of bounds nearly. No signal yet, and there we go.
Always play to the whistle.
Absolutely. Charleston Catholic trying to get something to go. 2 minutes, 9 seconds left. Homestanding George Washington leads Charleston Catholic 3-1. Catholic trying to work fast now. Ball ricochets off of the stands here at Edwards Field and back onto the field of play, so they'll have to stop it briefly as we get ready to go again. Nick Enott, another touch to the ball. Wilson Fife, number 12, gets a touch to it, and back to Giroux in the middle of the field. There's Kellen Swan shoulder to shoulder with Sedora along that far side.
Kellen Swan's going to be a really good player.
He's had
he's already a really good player.
He's been playing tough today.
Next couple of years, he'll be a guy to watch right there.
Absolutely. And he's one of those guys, you look at him and you see the way he's built and you think, oh, you might be able to knock that guy over with a feather. But I tell you, he's been a bulldog out there today for the Irish. George Washington with the ball now. Enot onto his left foot. Touched away by the Charleston Catholic goalkeeper, Patino. And another chance for George Washington turned away. We were wondering earlier which foot was the dominant foot for Enot.
Definitely left foot.
It looks pretty good with both of them, but that lefty looked good right there.
Definitely left-footed.
George Washington has...
Looks like they might just play short and hold it in the corner to end the game.
We
here.
saw this the other day. They like to play this short corner between Stanley and definitely just trying to run this clock down to 30 seconds. It's looking like George Washington will get out of this one with a win, move to 3-0 on the season. As the clock stops with 23 seconds left. The ball boys not on top of it right now. The ball goes rolling far away. Nobody with a spare ball nearby, so referee stops the play briefly. Back on play now, though. Charleston Catholic passing around. No offsides call that Clark was looking for there, but he'll get possession and sort of bang it around. And the final buzzer sounds. George Washington comes away with a hard-fought 3-1 win against Charleston Catholic. The Patriots move to 3-0 on the season after wins earlier in the week against South Charleston and St. Albans. For Charleston Catholic, the Irish drop to 2-1 on the year.
Travels home, everyone.
We will take a brief break here at Edwards Field. Then be back to wrap up the game. This is George Washington Boys High School Soccer, presented to you by Poca Valley Bank.
Valley Bank, where relationships matter. Looking to achieve a clear financial vision in 2020? Call or visit one of our 7 locations today.
It's a good game.
Approach every case like it's going to trial. That's what it takes to be successful. And that's why our team at Goodwin does what it does.
I don't know what we would have done without Goodwin and Goodwin.
Well, welcome back inside of Edwards Field in Charleston, West Virginia. George Washington Boys Soccer presented by Poca Valley Bank here on Video Productions. The homestanding Patriots get a 3-1 win against rival Charleston Catholic. My name's Tom Bragg. I'm here with Hunter Moles. And Hunter, that was a pretty good game we just saw there.
Yeah, it was a great game. 2 goals straight out of the gate for GW and really set the tone for the game for them. I think it was Will Swan kind of kept them in it with that free kick goal. That was a great goal. But it was a little bit too many chances for GW. Charleston Catholic didn't have enough to get by today, but it's a great matchup. You got to be thinking you'll see these 2 teams in Beckley.
Oh, absolutely. 2 of the better teams, not just in the area, but in the state. And quick recap here before we shut down for the day. George Washington, as you mentioned, Hunter, got goals in the first 2 minutes of the game to take an early 2-0 lead. Really put the Irish on the back foot. Catholic able to get back into it, though, with a free kick goal from Will Swan. Just a wonderful strike from just outside the penalty area, maybe 19, 20 yards out. That sets the score at 2-1 going into halftime. And if you're Charleston Catholic, you're thinking, all right, we're back in this thing. We're knocking on the door. GW really dominated possession, asserted itself in the second half. They're able to get the goal. Isaac Carney with the toe poke on a ball that kind of came in and squirted in front of him, kind of fell right to his feet. And that ends up being the final score, 3-1 for the Patriots. Of course, that moves George Washington now 3-0, undefeated on the season. The Patriots were the AAA state champions last year, and you got to think they're one of the favorites to do it again this year.
Yeah, for sure. They're definitely got to be one of the favorites. They have to just keep getting better as a unit every day. You just want to keep getting better, keep getting better. Obviously, you just want a big game, but don't let that satisfy you, right? You got to come back in next game and just keep getting better every day. And Catholic will do the same thing. both really good programs, both good coaches. So it'll be fun to see how the season ends up for both of these programs.
All right, I believe that will just about do it for us here at Edwards Field. I want to give a shout out to our crew here. Of course, Hunter Moles on the call with me, Butch Mounts, Parker Withrow, the whole video productions crew, and the staff and everybody helping out from GW here today. Everybody did a great job. Wonderful day of soccer under less than stellar weather conditions. My name is Tom Bragg, and that'll do it for us. That will do it for us, guys. Thanks for watching, and check back next time.